What's up, guys? It's SRC bringing you another Minecraft video. This time we are going to actually go down and explore the cave here that I've been working in. You can see my house is up here on the hill. I haven't really done anything with that since the last video, so that's still going to be a work in progress. But I wanted to show you the tunnel or cavern that I've been exploring and where I've been gathering my resources. I think it's definitely interesting. One of the things that I really like about this game is just how unpredictable it is and how extensive the game is. You know, you would come down here, a lot of this tunnel was already dug out, you know, it just was kind of part of the map. And then I came down here and in addition to that started basically just using it as a mine to gather resources, find some diamonds and things. But it seems like every time I dig a path, it just opens up to even a bigger cavern, even bigger space. And, you know, definitely a little dangerous down here. And so what I'll do is just give you a quick tour of what I've seen so far. Honestly, I don't even know that I could find my way around everywhere. This place is so huge. But I just built some mine shafts, just digging for resources, kind of going in each direction back here. I think the original tunnel started over there. And like I said, I use a flying mod just to really get around faster, just to kind of cut down on the dead time in the game. And I think that'll help with the videos too, just to speed things up a little bit like this. But, you know, like I said, I don't really use it, you know, for building it all. I just use it to help me get around a little bit quicker. So this is kind of the latest tunnel that I was digging, latest mine shaft, and then I ended up hitting this wall here and popping through and discovering an even larger cavern, which seems to be a really common thing in this area. I think there's probably 5 or 6 different ways that I've discovered even more things here. Uh-oh, I hear somebody. And so I'm not even sure. The one thing that I find is when I'm down here, I end up getting lost and finding it really hard to find my way back out of the caves. And it leaves me pretty tempted to just kind of pound a new hole up through the ceiling all the way to the top. But, you know, I try to get back the normal way, or I guess the right way, the way that I came. But it's just so complicated and so intertwined with each other that it's really hard to find my way around sometimes. And so, you know, we'll take a look through here today and hopefully find something new and hopefully get some more good resources, maybe find some more diamonds. Who knows? Uh-oh. And so the other thing that I guess I'm not really too familiar with in this game are, you know, which mobs you want to be, I guess, targeting or trying to kill. You know, if they drop any specific resources. I think what I want to try and find are some slimes or some slime orbs. I'm not really sure what they're called, but what you would use to make the pistons, basically. And then I think also it would be good to have some string and things, which I think these guys drop, to get some bow and arrows, because I'm not really sure what's more effective, the sword or the bow and arrow. Come on, buddy. Come on. Blow up. I don't understand the creepers either. Like, do they blow up all the time, half of the time? What makes them explode? Is there something you can do to make them blow up? Because sometimes it would be helpful if they blew up. Maybe take out some other mobs. And then other times, I think, you know, it would really be bad because obviously they destroy your house and different things like that. So if you guys know of a way to kind of control how or when those guys end up exploding, that would definitely be helpful for me. So leave that in the comments. Or just let me know if it's just random, entirely random, because that's kind of how it feels, I think. And so down here, basically, is just, like I said, another area that I've just kind of recently discovered. I really don't like hanging around lava too much because I end up killing myself more often than not. Jeez, see, like there, the guy just blows up. I don't know, I don't get it. So, you know, as I'm going on, like I said, this cave system is just completely random. There's just so many things. What I'm trying to find is an area that I discovered yesterday where there's like a huge cavern and there's a bunch of water and lava streams. And I think that both of those, you know, would probably have quite a bit of resources near them, because it seems like diamonds and redstone tend to be near lava streams. I'm not sure if that's just general coincidence that I've found that so far, or if that's actually true. Alright, so this looks like a new area, since it's dark here, that we haven't been yet. And then for armor and things, guys, that's another question I had is, you know, how big of a difference does the armor make? I just crafted some leather armor from some cows, but I think you can do it with diamonds and gold, and I'm not really sure if it's worth crafting that, because it seems like quite a bit of resources to use the diamonds on that. And, you know, I think the way the creepers explode, that you're just going to inevitably die, so I don't know if it's really worth using that or not. So here's the area that we found yesterday. You can see it's pretty high up in the air. There's some lava waterfalls and some other just normal water down here. And I haven't really explored this too much at all, and that's kind of what I guess I'm looking to do right now and see what we can find. All right. So we'll just dig some of this out here, kind of work our way down. It seems like iron is less common in this world than the first world that I played. And I don't know if I'm just not looking in the right spots. It seems like iron is something that happens really in any layer of the world. That it could be, you know, anywhere from the bottom all the way up to the very top. Whereas like diamonds and those types of things are, oh god, oh no. Woo! That was close. Yeah, but like I was saying, I think that like diamonds, I think I read somewhere that they're like below level 16 or something like that. And iron seems like it's everywhere, so you'd think you'd be finding tons of that. And it looks like, just from some of the crafty things I've seen for like minecart tracks, that you just need a ton of iron, an absolute ton of iron. And, you know, I think I've got a fair amount of it so far. Yikes. I've got a pretty good amount of it so far. But it looks like I'm probably just going to need an absolute ton of it. So I'm not really sure if there's a good place for that, or certain layers of the map that I should be focusing on. Just to get iron, because I don't really want to just mine for iron only. It seems like you can get pretty lucky with it, just kind of by running across it. And I have been using iron pretty exclusively for my tools. I actually use stone shovels. I haven't really seen the benefit of an iron shovel versus a stone shovel. Obviously they last longer with more durability, but you know, obviously then you're wasting your resources too. So, you know, cobblestone is just pretty much unlimited. And so, you know, I haven't done anything with diamonds yet at all. I'm not sure if a diamond pickaxe is worth it, or what I should be saving my diamonds for. And as you can see, this cave system is just huge. Like, every time I come down here, I just find a new area that just goes on, which leads to more new areas. And, you know, it's definitely very huge. And I'm not sure if, you know, that's pretty common, if most cave networks are really that big, but the last world that I played, just for a couple of weeks, it seems like, you know, the cave systems were pretty small in comparison to this. I never really found anything that was this huge or this extensive. I thought for sure by now I would have exhausted this and be looking for a new cave network somewhere. But I guess that's just, you know, my inexperience not playing this game very much. So we're just going to pick up some coal here. I don't think I have any sticks, and I should have brought some wood with me because I think I'm going to run out of torches here. Oh boy. And these guys just come out of nowhere. It's crazy. Now where am I getting shot from? What the? Oh boy. Come on, get at it. Alright, let's try and eat some food here. That's the other thing too. I'm such a noob at this game. I have no idea how the health regen works. Like, I'm assuming those little bars on the right are my, I don't know if that's hunger or what the deal is. But those are full, so then should my health be regenerating from the food? It looks like it is now, but does it just take time, or what's the... I don't understand how that works, I guess. And then the other question I had is, are the mobs just unlimited? Like, I've seen in videos the mob spawners, which are like those black boxes, but, I mean, can you destroy that, and when you destroy that, do they stop coming then, or are there quite a bit more, or I don't even know how it works. Well, this guy. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. I don't even know if I'm hurting you. I don't think I am. Jeez. Looks like you're doing some mining for me there. Appreciate it. Alright, so this is, like I said, just a huge cave system, you know, and it gets to that point where you don't really know which way to go because you don't want to spend too much time down there and you don't want to get lost, but at the same time you don't want to pass up, you know, potentially good resources. So I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments too, guys, if you have, you know, a specific way of exploring cave networks. Is there a certain process that you follow so that you maximize your time and you don't get lost and kind of know where to go? Because, you know, it looks like here, quite a few mobs were coming from up here. There's probably some good stuff up there, but, you know, down here too, there's obviously, this cave network just continues this way, so I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like, oh, Jesus. Where are you at? It looks like we're back at the beginning, or finally made it down, I guess, is what our goal was. And so there's just really almost limitless possibilities here. You could spend hours and hours and hours down here. Looks like a bunch of coal, which is kind of everywhere. And then we got another one of these guys. That's all. Jeez. About time you died. What the? I hear another guy shooting at me too. Uh-oh. I guess I wasn't even using the right weapon. And the other thing that would be interesting to know too is if the diamond swords, do they do more damage, or is it just more of a durability thing as far as which one is best? Looks like I'm getting shot at again. I see that arrow. These arrows here. Uh-oh. I think he fell down. I'm assuming those guys can't jump. They sure have just a, like, eerie, creepy noise that they make, don't they? Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh yikes. Oh boy. What the heck? No warning at all. So I mean, look at this. It's just huge, huge, huge. You could spend some time and get all this iron off of this wall. Or you could keep going. I don't even know what to do. And now it's getting to the point where I hardly remember how to get out of here again. Jeez. Where is this guy shooting me from? Where are you? Oh, you're hiding. Hiding in the corner. Camping in the corner. You think this is kill confirmed or something? Uh-oh. I wonder if he'll blow up without me even touching him. Blow up. Blow up. Come on. I thought that they would flash before they blow up, but that doesn't really seem to be the case here. And like that, the guy didn't blow up, so I don't know what's up with that. Oh, so it looks like some of my leather's already gotten destroyed. I guess I didn't realize that they had like durability. I probably should have brought some of it down here with me. Oh, shoot. Where's that guy? What the? What is going on here? Where are you? You camping, little... Camping in the corner. Where am I getting hit now? What the? Oh, you're there. You're invisible. And you're camping. Invisible campers. Oh, here we go. So this is what we were looking for. Finding some good stuff finally. I love how redstone like lights up like a torch almost. I'm running out of torches. Alright, so we got some good stuff here. Getting some iron, some gold. Hop down here and get some of that. Alright, so maybe not as amazing as I thought it was going to be here, but nonetheless, got something out of it, I guess. It'd be really awesome to find some slimes, because I'd really like to make some piston doors for my house. I think I was watching a couple of videos today, and some guys were making like those sticky piston doors where you can have like a pressure plate on the ground, and then it'll basically just you step on the piston or on the pressure plate, and then it'll open up the door to your house, and it doesn't even look like a door, and you can do it with bookcases and that type of stuff, which is pretty cool. You know, definitely something I want to do to my house here, but I'm not sure how rare those things are going to be, because I haven't run across a slime yet. It's been basically just creepers and skeletons and then those other weird zombie guys. Yikes. Alright, so the sword's almost broken. Probably break in the middle of a fight, which is always awesome. Oh, there we go. Not really sure what this blue stuff is for or even how you pronounce it. I think it's just really for colored blocks. I haven't really seen any use for it online other than just to more of a decorative type thing, which, you know, is kind of disappointing considering it's one of the more rare things in the game from what I can tell. I've got a couple stacks of it back home. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I think that'll be kind of more towards the end of my building process is when I just kind of change out some blocks to make it look a little bit better. And let's see, let's go plug that guy up here. And it looks like we're out of torches here, so I think that's going to be about it for our exploring down here today. I think it's been a pretty successful run so far, as long as we can get the heck out of here, you know, without dying and then finding our way back home. I don't know which one's going to be more difficult, staying alive or getting out of here at all. Alright, so looks like there's some light down there. I think we came this way. But we could always go check this out here too. Yep, looks like I've been here before. I'm not sure if that's today or not. I need to have some kind of way of marking... Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's a slime ball. Nice. I don't know who dropped that. Was that just one of those skeleton guys with the bow and arrow? I don't know why I haven't seen one of those before. Alright, so here's this. I think we saw this earlier, all that up there. Yeah, so we came down here. This was the path that we took to get up. Kind of wrapped around, I think. And so you can tell there's still quite a bit of exploring that we can do. I think this is a good area to go check out. There might be some good stuff up there. And there's quite a bit of other resources around too that we can get to. So that'll be, I think, in the future. Or I may just do that alone. I'm not sure how exciting of a video it is for me to just be down here mining. It seems like the most popular videos are more tutorial videos. But since I don't really know a ton about the game yet, I'm probably not going to be doing that kind of stuff as of yet. But, you know, when I build some more of the exciting structures on my house, I'm definitely going to make a video on that. So I think one of the next videos I'm going to make is going to be the tree farm and how to build a tree farm. I'm going to put that actually on top of my house. And we'll get some trees growing. And so I think that'll be a good video to make. But let me know in the comments below too what other kind of videos you think you'd like to see, or you know, whether it's building the structure, or if you want to see me spend some more time down in cave networks here, taking on some guys. You know, certainly open to your suggestions, because I think it'll just make this series a little bit better to get some input from you guys. And I'm not sure if I came this way today or not. See, I'm lost. I've been here before, obviously. I've got my torches here, but I don't exactly remember which way I went today. How I get out of here at this point. Alright, so I remember the mushrooms from yesterday, so I don't think I've been there today. Maybe this way. No. No, I don't think this is it either. This is pretty common for me, guys. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to get out of places. Almost more than I do trying to figure out how to get into places. I really need to figure out a way of marking stuff, or maybe building some signs and throwing a sign down just like, this way is out, or something like that. Alright, looks like there's another creeper. He's probably going to blow up my ramp. Yep. Okay, so how we get out of here? Let's go this way. Nope, that's not it either. Alright, this looks familiar. Let's try this. I think I'm turned around now and I'm going back the wrong way. Yeah, exactly. Man, this is a little frustrating. I'm not sure if it's just because I'm a total noob at this game and I'm not doing something right, or if it's because just the way this cave network is laid out. I'm not sure if they're all like this, but this place just seems really, really confusing with how many different rooms, and they all connect together and go back around each other. Let's see, is this where I I think I just came down there. Yeah, because this guy blew this up. I don't remember seeing those mushrooms today. Unless I just missed them. Wow. Look at this. All this area, I haven't explored any of this yet. I haven't been on the other side of that at all. There's got to just be tons of stuff. You can see a bunch of iron up there. Really could spend hours down here. Literally hours. Another path down there. And even more over here. So this is just crazy to me. More iron, more coal. Another drop down. Amazing. I don't even know where to start. And then it takes so long to get back here. You know, it's like you don't want to leave just because you know how long it takes to get back down here. But at the same time, you don't want to spend hours and hours and hours down in one cave system either. So now I'm completely lost and have no idea how to get out of here. But you know, we'll find our way at some point here. But I think that's going to wrap up this video for today. You know, I don't think you guys want to sit here for another 20 minutes while I try and figure out how to get out of this cave system. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It just at least gives you a little bit of a tour of what I've been up to so far, kind of what the closest cave system I found looks like and where I've gone so far, and you know, what it looks like. So I hope you guys appreciate watching this. Definitely leave me some comments below in this video. Really curious to learn more about this game and anxious to get some feedback on what you would like to see in future Minecraft videos. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'd like to say I'll see you guys in the game, but that doesn't really fit here, as somebody pointed out yesterday, because, you know, most likely I'm not going to see you in the Minecraft game. But other than that, I guess you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.